the funnel, the thing that's going to make or break your high ticket offer. Today, we're going to be going over the Neovate funnel that we introduced for all of our clients who onboard with ourselves. Now, quick disclaimer, this isn't me saying this is the only funnel that works. You might have a lot less touch points and it might work. I don't really care. I'm just telling you what works for us. And again, if you have another thing that works, that's amazing. If you want to share it with me, please do. I'm sharing this with you. So come on, we can all win. I've got a lot of case studies coming over the next sort of couple of weeks that are going to be going over the clients that we've had that have been successful. So I just wanted to do a brief overview video of the general funnel that all the clients have been through before I actually start getting into the case studies, because in each case study video, I'm probably going to refer them back to this video so they can get an understanding more of the funnel from a blank perspective. Now, with the intro out of the way, let's actually just jump straight into it. No reason not to. So the funnel that we implement for all of our clients, and if you didn't know, we specialize in high ticket offers and selling those and scaling those for our clients. So at the top here, we've got ads, organic content, outreach, and partnerships. We've got a cool little graphic down here actually that describes some of it. Here we go. 4 ways people find out about your stuff. You've got conversations, you've got broadcasting, making content, running ads, cold outreach, warm outreach. And then obviously, warm outreach, that kind of falls under partnerships, because then you've got people who are doing the warm outreach for you on your behalf. Very, very simple how each one of these works. So partnerships get directed straight to the appointment setter. Your partner shouldn't be sending people to lead magnets. They should be delivering you ready-made leads that are ready to close, and they give them to your appointment setter, who can then just give one extra layer of qualification and then get them ready to close and be down here. This is why partnerships are so good, because partnerships or referrals, whatever you want to call them, they skip this entire warming up process up here and they go straight to, close to this middle to bottom of funnel section, and they're ready to close. Next, we've got outreach. Outreach is kind of like on its own, because again, most of the time it's going to be cold DM. So what that's going to mean is you're going to need an appointment setter who's got sales assets. I will be making videos on outreach more specifically, so I'm not going to get into the methods of cold DM that we're doing. But the outreach, depending on how good the outreach is or how warm the lead is when you get the engagement going, depends on where they're at. You can just do outreach via cold DM and send someone a lead magnet. Like, hey there, your ad came up in my feed. Just wanted to let you know I've just made this template on the top 50 ad scripts that I've come across. I thought it might be of use for you. Here you go. But again, if like the outreach and the cold DM goes really, really well, and it's someone who's got, 100K followers and he's already got a high ticket offer, for example, then we can just get in straight into the appointment setter process down here. And let's just say, we may have already done business with them before, or I don't know, they may be warm and already in our network, then we can just send them straight to our sales page and get on with the sales process down here. So that's why outreach can go into any 3 of these sections, because depending on the lead, depends on where they'll be, if it's top, middle, or bottom. Moving on to the other 2 here, ads and organic content. This is where you're actually going to see the most amount of your return if you get it right. Don't get me wrong, you can build a business solely off cold outreach and referrals, but a business like that isn't as scalable as one that's mastered organic content and ads as its main form of lead generation. So in terms of the organic content and how that works, again, you can add more platforms in here like LinkedIn, and then that content we drive to lead magnets, where we're just trying to collect their email address. And then obviously that allows us to direct them to a thank you page where we can give them direct instructions, whether that's going to be to watch this VSL or sign up for this webinar, join our free community, watch a specific piece of content or YouTube video. And once I've obviously gone through this bit and we've got their details, then our appointment setter can actually, get in touch with them and start to get them to this phase, which is qualify them. But I don't want to skip over ads, because paid ads are an absolute goldmine. So the paid ads, you just run them. Now, again, this isn't a set in stone, right? You can run cold traffic and paid ads straight to a VSL call booking page like this, for example. There's no reason why you can't run them to a long lander or to a short and down lander with a VSL, or even, to a opt-in form, and then send them on a funnel down like this. For people who are established, implementing a funnel with like more touch points before they actually get to this stage is going to be like, a lot a lot more efficient. That's the thing that's going to take you from, let's say, 100K to 200, 300 compared to 0 to 10K. And if you're going from 0 to 10K trying to sell your high ticket product, then yeah, cool. I understand why you'd run the ads straight to the VSL on one of the pages I've just shown you before. But yeah, so running ads to a lead magnet, and then again, collecting just the email address, beginning the email nurture. And then what you want to do really is direct them with the thank you page and then collect more information. Your cost per lead is going to be way cheaper if you only ask for the email address here. A lot of people are asking for the email address, phone number, first name, last name, cat's name, mum's birthday. And it means that their cost per lead is like twice, 3 times as high. If you're smart, you can just get the email from the lead magnet. And then when you take them to the thank you page, say, oh, hey, you need to sign up for my VSL. You need to sign up for my webinar now. And then you collect the information there, and the person doesn't feel like they're having to give away that information because they're already bought in. If you just give your email for a lead magnet, and then on the thank you page on the lead magnet says, oh, hey, I've also got a free school community, and you join the free school community. And when you join the free school community, that's when you get the rest of the data. That feels much more authentic than asking for it all up here. And it means that your ads are going to be way, 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 way cheaper. Once they've been through one of these here and they really have started to get warm, then you are going to obviously qualify them. So, at the end of the webinar, you qualify them with pre-call booking form. In your community, you can make it very clear, like, hey, this is the free community that takes you from 0 to 10K. Once you complete this and you're at 10K, then you need to go to the actual sales page, and then you can qualify them further. So with the appointment setter, obviously the appointment setter is going to qualify them. And again, if they're unqualified, then you can either give them a downsell, or if they're really unqualified, you just feed them back into that community that they came from. So let's get my shitty drawings out the way. So once they're at the sales page and they're, basically ready to close, this is when you want to be feeding them the case studies. This is when you want to be, feeding them the educational videos on the YouTube. So, sending them text messages. Hey, just uploaded a video on how you can achieve XYZ in XYZ time. Think you should go check it out. This is when they're going to see your final VSL before the actual product. This is where they're going to see your testimonials. And then once they actually, book that call, because again, for a high ticket offer, that's how you're going to be selling your product. You're then going to get into the pre-call flow. Super important, super overlooked. A lot of people just think that your appointment setter, the closer who's taking the call, sending a WhatsApp message is enough. No, like the pre-call flow needs to consist of, a Loom pitch that goes over the offer. Again, essentially the pre-call flow, right? Everything that you would include in the sales call. So all the objections that you have to usually handle, all the explanation of what the service is, you do all of that in the pre-call flow. Reason being, because if they've already booked the call, chances are they already want to know, and they're already sold on at least hearing what you have to say. So it's very unlikely that the pre-call flow is going to do something that makes them not attend the call. So you just need to give them as much information as possible, because then it means when you get to the sales call at the next section, there's less that the closer needs to do because all the objections have already been handled. So pre-call flow after that obviously leads to the sales call. And if we don't close, we follow up. And again, we have a full follow-up sequence. That's, not just the appointments, the closer. It's obviously that works with ads as well. So again, your bottom of funnel ads, which you should be using, and they're all synced up with your CRM and your pipeline. That's a whole another video of how those automations and flows work. But again, once they're in this follow-up stage here, they're getting hit with just video testimonial ad, case study ad, case study ad, case study ad, case study ad. Every time they open their phone, we want them to be seeing, hey, I can get you so and so and so and so, just like I did with so and so. Here's the proof. And then eventually, they will close, and then they will upsell. And if you're wondering why there's a black circle around this sales process down here, it's because, the sales process is another thing that we take care of for all of our clients. The reason being, right, is because we used to just do this funnel on its own and hand the lead off. So we used to just do here and hand the lead off and let our clients handle the sales process. What we realized was that, a lot of people just can't close. And it's funny because I started off as a high ticket closer, and closing is probably the thing I'm best at, right? So it was just funny how I didn't think to do that for all of my clients. But yeah, so once they actually get here, we have a whole sales process. Again, the sales process essentially is we start off with the offer refinement. We then build a brief and SOP for that offer. That then allows us to make frameworks and scripts and also materials for outbound. We then place a setter, place a closer. We then activate the system. So activating the system means doing all of this, turning the ads on, making the organic content. The outreach begins with the setter. And then once the system's activated from a sales process, we're going to be working the leads from the CRM that come in from all these lead magnets. We're going to be implementing the outbound strategy. And then we're obviously going to have the Meta and Google lead generation as well from the ads. So yeah, all of that's going to be working in tandem. Then that leads into the sales team procedure. So like, how do these guys actually act upon it? Well, sales manager, we have, again, offer specific brief that was here. We have a setter, closer, the setter qualifying over DM, the closers qualifying via a triage. We warm up the lead with sales material. If we've triage called them, then the goal is to just put the call straight away on the triage call, pre-call flow that I spoke about earlier. Closer acts and takes the call. We then get the close. Super simple. And then yeah, from a SOP standards, once we created the offer specific brief and SOP from here and here, we then give that to the setter. The setter has a performance tracker. The closer has a performance tracker that feeds into the revenue tracker. The revenue tracker is then given to the sales manager. The sales manager will then have a team call, and then the sales manager then relays that to the actual client themselves who owns the high ticket offer that we're selling, and then we can optimize. So that's the sort of the funnel that we implement for each one of our clients. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Feel free to take this funnel and implement it yourself. Feel free to simplify it if you need to. And just do whatever you can. And I hope you got some value from this video. Goodbye.